Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going way better than fantastic and your journey to self-betterment is going way better than fantastic as well. Today I want to piggyback on yesterday's video where we were talking about the decline of marriages, and the breakdown and literally breakup of the family unit as a whole sadly, and the major role that narcissism, or to be more specific, the role that societal narcissism has to play in this major problem. And as we talked about things yesterday, it all comes down to the same division that your narcissist parent or parents did to you and your brothers and sisters. Well, those that have the power to do so seem to be doing this to men and women across society, to the point where men and women either are afraid of one another, or they want to rip each other off, not work together to build a strong healthy family unit. And one of the things that appears to be happening in this quest to sow division is they install and bake into the mentality of a great many women in society. And keep in mind, I say this with love and trying to help these women in society. I truly mean that. But they bake into their minds this fast-paced moving life, and to give them the taste of how movie stars live. So when they find someone that seems to be not only kind, hard-working, but also attractive as well, because he can't move through life like a movie star, and he doesn't have movie star money, the woman gets bored with him and moves on. Look, narcissism and narcissistic mistreatment affects both men and women the same, or roughly at the same rate. However, just like our narcissistic parents tailored their manipulation they used on us to things that were specific to how we think and operate, the narcissists that write the rules for how society is to act likely do the same exact thing. And they likely know, hey, let's expose these women to a super fast lifestyle that most people can't keep up with. So much so they get addicted to it, and then turn them loose on normal average living men. Look, if you ever watch those cheating shows, like Cheaters, no matter it be the man cheating or the woman cheating, once caught, they usually default to the same excuse. They were bored. And though there are a great amount of people getting divorced from evil narcissists, both men and women, the vast majority of divorces happen because of money issues. One person is now making less, and they are now not as respected as they once were. Or they were quite simply bored. No abuse. No nothing. They just were bored. They can up and leave someone that they made these special vows with over boredom. But here's something I want you to think about. Remember when the narcissist love bombed us? It was so addictive we followed this narcissist around even after they let their mask slip and they started to treat us badly. Why? Because we were so addicted. Literally chemically in our brains addicted to the love bombing. Maybe they gave us all kinds of attention. Maybe they bought us things all of the time. Or took us places. And we addicted so much that we were willing to allow ourselves to be mistreated just in the hope we would somehow some way get that treatment we once had back. Think about the addict on the street. They are so addicted to whatever substance they are addicted to. They are willing to live under horrible conditions, with the hopes they can make a score and get their substance of choice. But it all started on the first day they took that substance. It's hard for many to imagine the typical addict you might see today that's on the street was once the captain of their football team in college. Or they maybe were once a model or cheerleader. Maybe they were a star tennis player or basketball player. Or they were super smart and gifted in science. But they went to one party that ended up being their undoing. And the person that gave the substance to this person likely knew it would be their undoing as well. That's why they gave it to them. You see. Just like we talked about yesterday and in other videos. Sometimes people that might be a long-time friend might be jealous of you for many reasons. Even if they appear to have a great life. And because they are jealous of you, they will try to get you to do things that can not only hurt your life, but ruin your life. They might try to convince you that cheating on your husband or wife is a great idea. And they might convince you that taking a certain substance will make you feel good. And in the end your life is left in ruins. Well, just like any type of addict. Usually the substance of choice is introduced to the soon-to-be addict. And in society today, there are millions of women sadly introduced to this OnlyFans easy money sugaring lifestyle. Where they get on fast boats and fast airplanes. And they get the best clothing and the best foods. And trips around the world. What this does is it likely floods their minds with all of these addictive chemicals that makes them bond to these acts. And even though their lives are a mess in many instances and they are unable to have healthy and decent relationships, they are so addicted to this way of life. If they get a man that is loving, kind, hard-working, and even handsome, it will likely not be enough for her. Why? She's an addict to her lifestyle. She's literally an addict to her lifestyle. Ladies, I ask you, and I want to let you know, we need more of you to stand up and warn the women of today that this way of life that is being pushed on them is a trap. And if they do feel like they are wanting to have a normal life but they are bored with a decent man, that they might want to consider talking to a professional about such problems. Because finding a man that loves them shouldn't be seen as boring. And then they might likely take off and do something high risk that will likely negatively impact their lives. People. It's all a game and it's all a manipulation. Like we took a step back and noticed what our parents or the person we dated or were married to did to us. Please. I ask please. Take a step back and look at what society is pushing onto you and what society is doing to you. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for your wonderful comments. Keep them coming. Thank you for your subscription. And again, to all of those that are supporting via Patreon, I want to thank you from the bottom of my cartoon heart. You all mean so much to me. I really do appreciate you. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.